There was a fear that as a public, investing public out there, may not buy your shares because they don't understand, they have not seen Indian CEOs, and you may have trouble selling the stock market. And this company was worth a lot of money, and so everybody felt, that, why don't we bring somebody here? So we used to be very, very mad, very, very angry. Why can't we change the image and brand of India and Indians? And the only way you can change the brand of India and Indians is by showing to the world, hey, we are as smart people as anybody else. You can't tell people we are smart. You have to show it to them.
He realized that in order to dispel such prejudice, it was necessary to create as many Indian entrepreneurs as possible.
But I have a heart like that.
It was this desire that led to the creation of TIE and to Rekhi's sharing of his business knowledge with countless others. Now, 16 years after TIE's creation, entrepreneurs who were guided by Rekhi are in turn advising the next generation of young business people.
So it is a requirement.
Nowadays, Rekhi devotes himself to bringing the TIE network to India as well. Scores of successful companies operating in his homeland will, after all, lead to India's further growth as a nation.
So initially it was done to change the image of Indians in America. And having done that, you want to transfer that image to India also. And that's what we started to do about maybe 12, 13 years ago. That we are no different than other Indians in India. But for them to believe that Indians are here, have the same capabilities that Indians in the US have, you have to have the winners emerge.
The TIE network is expanding rapidly throughout India. 13 new TIE offices have been launched there. Rekhi and other mentors visit India frequently to advise young entrepreneurs. Today, he is speaking with a group of young men who hope to create a business based on digital pictures. They want to start their venture in both the Indian and US markets, but Rekhi has words of caution for them.
That thing I talked about, learning to ride two horses simultaneously, that's what you end up doing. It's a lot more difficult than you like. The startups basically take some time to understand the market dynamics. And then you say, hey, what is that I need to do here to win? So if you start to get diffused in your thinking, and somebody you more sharply focused here. And so we talk to Samir.
In addition to advising entrepreneurs like these, TIE also works to make it easier for businesses in India to gain a foothold in the market. Specifically, they help with funding. Traditionally, state-held banks have monopolized the Indian banking sector. Even in today's post-deregulation marketplace, few banks are eager to lend to people just starting out. So, Rekhi called on fellow TIE members to support young entrepreneurs financially. Those willing to provide funding gather to review the feasibility of business proposals. They all then contribute to fund successful candidates. Providing 50 million yen's worth of investment funding in a country where very little is otherwise offered makes this organization valuable indeed.
Motivation is to see India transform. For India to transform itself, it needs to have a large number of entrepreneurs, creating a large amount of wealth, more widely rather than wealth concentrated in the hand of fewer families.
Now, many young entrepreneurs are heading to India. Their forebears who succeeded overseas after long struggles assist them on their way. The wealth and know-how acquired by overseas Indians is now helping to speed the development of their homeland.
You made some entrepreneurs really big winners, and everybody wins in that situation. The entrepreneur wins, he creates a lot of job, a lot of wealth. So the winners are emerging here. So it's becoming a lot more easier to believe, and the problems of India now, the problems of poverty and the problems of backwardness are now seen in a different light.
Overseas Indians are heading home in increasing numbers. In June, Kanwal Rekhi, whom we earlier saw helping entrepreneurs, launched another new project. He has established an investment fund worth 15 billion yen for young people starting companies in India.
So can we produce the next doodle out of India? Why should it always be over there? Don't we have smarts? And that's where I start. And I want to be here when that happens. I want to participate in that process. And I think our time has come. Thank you.
He hopes the investment fund will help make it possible to set up larger venture businesses in India. "41 years ago, Kanwal Rekhi decided to take his chances in the United States. Back then, India was poor, and he was not hopeful for its future. Now, Rekhi says that every time he visits his dramatically changed homeland, he feels that the focus of the global community is shifting from the West to India.
I come to India to feel the energy. US, the mood is downbeat. US, the mood is very downbeat. There is a sense that something has gone horribly wrong in US. So at the time being, the mood is very downbeat. When you come to India, the mood is very upbeat. Lots of energy. Nobody here afraid of tomorrow anymore. In this country, by the time, maybe around 2025, 2030, India will be definitely around the top 3 to 4 countries in the world.
25 million Indians have left their home country to seek prosperity abroad. They have improved themselves, supported each other, and overcome difficulties in foreign lands. Overseas Indians are recognized by many as the brains of the world. Now, they are taking their rich experiences and boundless energy back to their homeland and helping to transform India into a global power.